Well, good morning, Mimi. And this summer, Washington State Ferries has had to downsize in several routes. Get this, in just the last year alone, there have been 53 retirements. So we wanted to know, what is the process like to finally start steering one of these ships?
Steady, 080.
Westbound, Edmonds to Kingston.
A lot of people ask, hey, isn't that job boring? You just go back and forth. Where, no. Every crossing's different.
A career mariner, Harlow Woods worked on Washington State Ferries for 14 years and has captained ships for 6.
If you like playing sports, like being a quarterback or a free safety where you have to take in a lot of inputs and then make a decision, that's what this job is.
As Wood explains it, there's no politics. If you put in the time, you'll work your way up. But it takes at least a decade to get to wear those 4 stripes on your shoulder.
It will look just like this. They'll be on one radar and I'll be on the other one. And
Garrett Myers looks the part, but he's an apprentice, still learning the ropes from Captain Wood in the process of his 360 days of mandatory shadow training.
The program I'm in is really fast-paced. It's 2 years. Whereas every other program is going to be 4 years for general third mates oceans.
Garrett's in a new accelerated program to bring in more licensed crew members.
We're being creative with the way we can keep our employees and train them faster to get the license that they need.
A ferry like Wenatchee requires a team of 15 to leave the dock.
Something happens, life happens, and they can't make it, we can't sail.
Despite hiring a couple hundred workers the last 2 years, enough staff has retired or left for other jobs to eliminate lots of that progress. Plus, more captains and mates, the positions that take experience to fill, are nearing retirement age. So Washington State Ferries needs more people like Garrett Myers.
I fully intend to be out here for the rest of my career. Yeah, I'm hoping for a good 30 years.
To have a career like Captain Wood.
we have the most precious cargo that exists, people.
To keep this much needed form of transportation alive. And Washington State Ferries got more than $1 billion from the state for new ferries and to build its labor force. But to see the progress from that likely will take years. Jake and Mimi.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, kind of a catch-22. You don't want it to be easy to be a ferry boat captain in a way because you want the safety, but at the same time, it sure does make it harder to hire them.
Yeah, although it does seem like it's harder to attract people now than it has been in the past. So, Drew, from speaking with the captain and some of these other employees, why do they think that's the case?
Well, Captain Wood said a few decades back that this was a very desirable job and it made it really competitive to try to get one of these positions. But in this area, some other industries popped up, like tech, for example, that really started to change. Although he does say one of the main reasons, though, now people are still interested in these positions, or a pitch, if you will, to join, is it's one of the few jobs where you can still be out on the water, but they still work relatively normal hours for the maritime industry.
And hard to argue because it's got one of the best views possible in a job that I've ever seen, especially around here. Thank you, Drew.